Thank you. Tell you what, with Christmas on the way, I've been getting out of work later and later. It's not fun. Not my idea of a good time. Nah, I'll give him his room. Oh, it's you! Cheeky cunt, I was wondering who that was. Fucking beefing at me. Boy. I'm just going to be making loads of noises in this vlog. It's a blimp, what the fuck? God, it's all over the place, look at it. It's got wrapped around that fucking pole with the street lamp. I'll start this vlog in a minute. Once things have cleared up a bit. Look at that traffic, fuck me. Ooh, that was a clunky, let the clutch out a bit too early there, and I'm just gonna, please, for the love of all that is holy, can you please notice me? That looks pretty up there, with the sun coming through the clouds. You're pretty. So pretty. Take a picture.
Oh, Christ alive.
No. I'm not gonna get this vlog done.
You are a cunt, 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 cunt. If that's thinking cunt.
Get off your fucking phone, you cunt.
Oh, look at this nice gap you've left me, you legend.
So on Saturday, I bought Fallout 4. I'd never played a Fallout game before. I mean, I owned Fallout New Vegas, but I never played it. I just had it. I don't know how. But I'd never played a Fallout game, and all my friends were saying, look, you got to get this game. It's really fucking good. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And I took the plunge. The £40 plunge, and I bought the game. And it's a good game, I'm enjoying it. Since Saturday, I've made very little progress in terms of plotline or side quests. I think I've literally, all I've done is sort of walk around and pick up hot plates. But it made me want to do a vlog about video games and just sort of the whole gaming scene in general, because it is something that I'm very passionate about. I've always, I grew up with video games. I'm that generation of kids. I grew up with, I think the first console I got was the PlayStation 1. You know, most people started like with the Mega Drive and the N64. I never had that, mainly because I think it's because I'm too young. I mean, I was born in '97. So it pretty much went straight to PS1. And I got the PS1, played the tits off the PS1 whilst I was quite young. I think I was around 5 when I got the PlayStation 1. Oh, thanks, mate. I didn't get a PS2 until I think it was a few years after it came out. You know, I was mainly always into the driving games, like Gran Turismo on the PS1 and eventually Gran Turismo 4 on the PS2. But when it came to the generation after that, I jumped over to the Xbox 360 hype. And from there, it's pretty much, I remember Call of Duty 4 came out, and that was one of those must-have games. So I had that, played the tits off of that. Never had online on Xbox 360, ever. I didn't even gain access to the internet in my home until I was, until 2012? Which is odd, you know, most people sort of grew up with the internet. I didn't have that. I didn't have those MSN days, we just never had it. So yeah, it was mainly on the Xbox 360, it was all kinds of games, like Project Gotham Racing. Remember that was one. I remember there was motorbikes and that, and I used to like playing that. And then after I'd moved into my new house, and we had access to the internet, I thought, right, I'm gonna go PC gaming, you know, go the full shebang. PC Master Race, represent. But no, that's the direction I took. You know, I just bought a shitty second-hand desktop online. It was like a, what was it, an Inspiron something, I think, a Dell Inspiron. Someone had put a slightly better dual-core processor in it, and I can't remember exactly what graphics card it had in it. I think it was like a Radeon 5450 or something like that, or 5570. I mean, it wasn't sort of god tier at all. I mean, I don't even think it was really meant for gaming. It was more for, you know, like watching HD DVDs and Blu-rays and shit like that. But at the time, the two games that I wanted to play were DayZ and War Thunder, and it was able to run. It run War Thunder on decent quality. I think it was medium quality. I could run it on and get a flat 60 FPS with some of the post-processing turned down. And then obviously on Arma 2, DayZ, everybody knows that's a cunt to run. So I had that on pretty much the lowest of the low. But you know, I had a decent enough frame rate to play. I made a lot of friends on DayZ. DayZ, I think, is where I made a good like 90% of my foreign friends. So the first guy I met on there was an Australian guy, and I think he had a few Australian friends with him. Yeah, he did. And if you go right back into my go through all my videos, you'll find a DayZ Namalsk video called, I think it was like, I can't remember what it's called now. It was like Zombie Protection Squad or something like that. I named the video something stupid. Watch it, Sunshine. But he's in that Saturn. He rides a motorbike as well over in Sydney. He's I do believe he has met and is maybe friends with Adrian Nickelodeon. So, you know, it's weird how things tie up like that, isn't it? And then with War Thunder, I found War Thunder in a weird way, because I'd always, as a kid, I'd always been interested in like modern history, like specifically World War II and planes. That had always been my thing, one of those things I'd always taken an interest in. So War Thunder was like the game for me. And I actually found it through Frankie on PC, who did a few videos on it. And then from there, I found the mighty Jingles himself. I found his channel, and I started watching his channel and his War Thunder videos. And through Jingles' videos, I found Origin. So I don't know if any of you motovlogger people will know him, and I joined his little clan. You know, he had a TeamSpeak set up and everything, and I joined his clan, and that is where I made loads of friends in that TeamSpeak, like American friends, Russian friends, Canadian friends, Cuban friends. I think there was a few Cubans on there, but that's basically, I made friends from all over the world just in that TeamSpeak. You know, and it's brilliant. I mean, before that, I'd always been quite a shy kid. No, I never really had hundreds of friends at school. I was on speaking terms with everyone, but I was never sort of, you know, I only had one or two friends that I hung out with everywhere. And making all these new friends over the internet from so many different places, fucking hell, Jesus, it gave me so much, like, more confidence to be more outgoing and more of an extrovert, I suppose. And this is getting on to the point I'm trying to make about video games. They can be such fantastic tools in that respect. I mean, you can learn so much from video games, be it teamwork, be it confidence in learning, you know, confidence making friends. It can be history. War Thunder taught me so much about, like, World War II in itself, if anything. I mean, you know, obviously I did quite a lot of research myself, but if it wasn't for War Thunder, I wouldn't be pushed, it wouldn't have pushed my interests to look it up myself. So I think video games are a fantastic invention. I mean, and you can go, the lengths of creation are massive. I mean, you can do pretty much anything with video games. I mean, there are racing games if you want to be a racing driver. There are pilot games if you want to be a pilot. It just lets you indulge in whatever your passion may be. What I don't like is the way video games get so much stick for being responsible for, horrible things. Like, typically, the shootings you get over in America in schools and things, you'll see on Fox News and things like that, and, they'll say, oh, the 12 days before this kid went and did this horrible act of terror, he bought a video game like Call of Duty or something like that. And it's like, no, you can't blame a video game for something like that. I mean, for someone to go and do something like that, like shooting up a school, then they've got to be pretty fucked up in the head anyway. It's not, video games don't make you do that. I haven't actually played a lot of video games recently. It's mainly because since I've been employed, I've just not had the time. I've had the funds to buy the games, but not the time to play the games. Like Skyrim, I think it was in the summer sale. I bought that for like nothing. I literally launched it. If I go on my Steam library and click on Skyrim, it says time played 3 minutes. Yeah, I just don't have the time. But I'm trying to find as much time as I can to play Fallout 4, because it has such a reputation of being a fantastic game. So I want to find time to play video games a bit more, because it is something I really, really, really enjoy. And I think it will make me more of a happier person. And I also need to get in touch with a lot of my old friends from the TeamSpeak, because I haven't spoken to any of them properly in like fucking ages. Like, and some of them I was quite close with as well. And it just sort of, when I became employed, it all just sort of, it was about this time last year, everything in my life just started changing, and it all just sort of fizzled out. And I didn't have the time to play, and it was just... Few of you will know, I used to make the odd YouTube gaming video, but I don't think that will be happening much longer, or any at all. So I'll stick with the motovlogs. The gaming videos will... There might be an odd one every now and then, but for now, just... There will be no more gaming videos on my YouTube channel. It feels weird to say that, considering that was pretty much what I made the channel for. Now it's all to do with motorbikes. Motorbikes! One video game I will be making a video on regardless is Christmas Shopper Simulator 2. Because I did a video on the first one last year and it was fucking hilarious. And it was a free game as well. So I will be downloading and having a foray into it in the same sort of editing style as the one I did last year, the highly edited. God, I've actually made a vlog that I planned out and everything. Look at that. That's fucking hell. I think that must be the first time I've done that in quite a while. I just sort of end up getting on the bike and talking about shit. Oh, one more thing before I end this video. Well, two more things. I'm sorry that the audio quality of my voice may be a bit shit, but it's really fucking cold right now, so I've had to put my balaclava thing on. So, sorry if my voice is a bit muffled. Secondly, I have a Twitter. I don't use it a lot because I don't have many followers, but please go and follow it, because people have been finding my private Twitter account, my personal one, which is, I don't want that. I want to try and keep YouTube and my personal private life two very different, separate things. Go and follow my Twitter. There is a link on the screen now, and it is always down in the description. When I do post, I post funny shit, and you'll get updates obviously when I upload a video and when I've got one editing or something. Don't nod back then, you cunt. Right, in a bit. I think this is the first time I've signed off in a video. Normally you just end abruptly. Look at this. Fucking changing shit up. Oh, look at this. Oh, that is so comfortable. Oh my god.